it's clear. So if it is clear, let's move to our code part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to design a heap here using array data structure. Okay. So let's say again, Smith is saying no doubt, that's good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a class heap. Okay. Again, as we have used in the case of queue, when we were using means array to implement queue, we are using an pointer. Let's say an end pointer type of end pointer, as well as we will be using capacity. And what else we need? We need a last pointer so that we can keep the track of our last node. Okay, in the array. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a public constructor heap. Let's say it will take an argument as size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to allocate some memory to this pointer. So it will be arr is equal to new, and I'm going to allocate a type of int and how much this equal to this size. Okay. The capacity will be equal to size, and the last will be equal to 0, or let's say -1. In the starting, when there is nothing, it is at -1. If there is something, will this last will be pointing to that. This last will have the index of that value, that last value. Okay, because in the last session, someone was having some doubt regarding -1 or 0. So this time I'm going to use -1. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a function so that I can add a value. Let's say if I want to add this value, let's say data to our heap. So I'm going to design an add function. So what this add function will do, this will first check whether is our heap is full or not, because we are using array. So I'm going to check if it's full, returns true. So what I'm going to do, see out and a statement that heap is full. Heap is full and slash it. This heap is full, and I should be returning from here. Let's create our is full function first. Bool is full. What this will do? Again, it is going to tell us. It will check first. How we'll get to know that is full is means our array is full. So what I'm going to do, because last is pointing to the last node, if means last will have the index of the last node. If last is having index, let's say the size of array is 5, if last is having 4, the value 4, because it will the index will start from 0, it will go up to 4. If the last is pointing to 4, it means the array is already full, we cannot add more value to it. So I'm going to say last plus 1, if last plus 1 is equal to capacity. What it means? It means heap is full, we cannot add more value to it. So I'm going to return true here, else return false. Okay, if is full function we have already created. If it is not full, then it will come to line number 32. If it is not full, then print and statement that cout inserting, because if it is not full, we will inserting that our data. So I'm going to say inserting data endl. Okay. So what I'm going to do, in the first case, what we were doing when we were in the case of addition insertion, what we are doing, we are just adding our data at the last of our node. Let's say a node is there, means a heap is there. It will be index 0, it will be index 1, it will be index 2. Let's say I want to add something. So first we are doing inserting the data at the leftmost backend place. So it will be index 3. So if last is pointing to this node, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to increment our last and going to add some value to it. And again, if after adding some value, I'm going to compare it with its parent. If it is this value is lesser than its parent, it is fine. If it is greater than its parent, I'm going to swap both values. Again, I'm going to compare it with its parent. If it is greater than its parent, again I'm going to swap it. Okay. So what I'm doing here, so I'm right now just adding this value. I'm incrementing my last pointer, let's say last index, and adding the data to it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to design an up pp5 function. Let's say up pp5 function, and I'm passing the last to here, and I'm saying perform. Let's say what up pp5 function will do, it will perform that given node with its parent. If it is greater than its parent, I'm going to swap both values. Okay. So I'm giving this the index of this last node to the up pp5 function. Let's first design our up pp5 function. Okay. Let's say it is taking int. Let's say ind. Okay. So what our up pp5 function is doing, it will first check if ind is less than 0, it will return from here. Why? Let's see. Okay, first it will discuss it later. Let's come to, because we are going to design a recursive function here. So what I'm going to check, I'm going to check first its parent, because if this index comes here and I want to up pp5 with its parent, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate its parent node first, means the index of its parent node. And we all know how to calculate the parent node. We just, I'll just ind minus 1, because we have already discussed the formula of parent node. We just decrement our index and we divide it by 2. So we'll get, and this will get our parent node. So what I'm saying, compare it with its parent. Compare ARR with the parent, ARR of parent. If parent is less than that ARR of ind, if it is less than, what you need to do, you just swap these values. I'm using inbuilt swap function. So what this will do, this will swap these values. Okay, ARR of parent, ARR of ind. In the case of equal, we don't need to do anything, because in the case of equal, means we don't need to do anything, because we are checking just if it is greater than, means if the value at this position, if it is lesser than this value, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap both values. Okay. So as well as after swapping, let's say in this case, if I'm going to swap it with this, let's say these two values will be swapped. Now what I need to do, I just need to compare it with its parent again. I need to compare it with its parent. So again I'm going to call this up pp5 function inside this function, and I'm going to pass parent, because let's say what I'm going to do, let me draw it first. Let's say 10 is here it was 8, and I'm trying to add 9 here. Okay, so 9 will be first replaced with swap with the 8, because 9 is greater than 8. So 8 comes here and 9 comes here. Let me erase it first. So okay, 9 comes here. Again what I need to do, I just need to compare it with its parent. Right now this is our ind, this is our parent, because we have already means calculated parent of this ind using this formula. So again I'm saying up pp5 from this, so compare it with its parent again, and again if it is this node is greater than its parent, again swap both values. So that's why I'm calling this up pp5 function inside this condition. Okay, if it is not greater than, if this, let's say I've tried adding, Let's see. Instead of adding, let's say 8 is here, and instead of adding 9 here, I'm trying to add 6 here. Okay. So if 6 is greater than 8, no, it is not greater than 8. So this loop, this condition will not be satisfied. So it will directly come out of this function. This will not do anything. Okay. Is that fine, everyone? So what this function will do? This function will keep on comparing with its parent. But if it reaches to its last node, let's say its parent node, if it comes to 0, and again what I'm going to check, int of parent, let's say, okay, just give me one. Okay, so let's say it comes to this position, and again if it is trying to compare it with its parent, means with its parent, so its parent does not exist. So let's check first, uh, before doing that, let's check here if parent is greater than or equal to 0. Parent should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, if it is less than 0, means uh, we are trying to check the value in the array that is less than 0. It will give us array index out of bound, and there will not be any values. Okay, so our pp5 function is fine with everyone, because in this case, if there is nothing in our tree, let's say if there is nothing in our heap, this initial case, if I were, let's say I'm trying to add some value. So at index 0, this, let's say I'm trying to add 15. So at index 0, 15 will be added, but and 15 will be added here, and it is going to call up pp5 function, because, and it will pass last, because last index, and we have added 15 at the index 0. So index 0 will be passed through it. So in this case, what it is going to do, it is going to calculate its parent, and 0 minus 1, it will be minus 1, divided by 2, it will be 0. So what it is going to do, in this case, 0 minus 1 minus 1 divided by 2, minus 1 divided by 2 minus 0.5, and it will be 0 or minus 1. If it is if it is greater than that 0, sorry, it should be greater than or equal to that 0. And in this case, if parent is 0, so it is going to compare it with its own value. If it is 0, it is going to compare it with its own value. So what comes here, if I'm comparing 5 is greater than 5, no, it is not greater than 5. Let's say 15 is greater than 15, it is not greater than 15. So this loop will not, this condition will not be satisfied. Let's say it comes, minus 1 comes here. Minus 1, if minus 1 comes here, minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. No, if this condition fails, because we are using double and, this condition will not be checked in any case. Okay. So I hope up ep5 function is clear with everyone. We are using recursion here. Either we can use this, or we can use a base case here, which we were using. I was using in the front, but for now this is fine, I think. Okay, so let's design our print function quickly. Let's say what I'm going to do is print a statement. Okay, Ashish is saying in line number 45, in case to create a child node in add function. Okay, line number 45. Okay, if parent, okay, line number 45, to in case to create a child node in add function. Yes, child node will be created by default, because let's say Ashish, see here, it is index 0, because we are doing it with the help of array. Let's say it is index 0, and let's say I want to add, I am adding some value here. Let's say these two values are already there. Let's say 10 and 12 is there. Okay, This will be index 1, this will be index 2. And if I want to add one more data to it, because last is currently pointing to this last node, because this is the last node. Okay, but if what I'm going to say, I'm saying increment last with 1. So this is index 2. Right now this is index 3. So let's say 3, let's say data is also 3. This is index 3. So by default it will be this, it's a child, because we all know child is 1 into 2 plus 1. 1 into 2 plus 1, that is 3, and it will be by default it will be its left child. Okay, Hemant is saying if parent is greater than 0, then up pp5 function will work. If parent is greater than 0, yes, it will work. Let me see it first whether I have used the, yes, it will work, because we are saying if parent is greater than or equal to 0. If it is greater than or equal to 0, if it is less than 0, in that case only it will not work, because if it is if it is less than 0, in that case we cannot access the value of any array, means because array start with 1 and put after 1. it, we don't know, we don't have any index that is less than 0. Okay, Hemant, is that fine now? Hemant, you are saying if I uses parent is greater than 0, in that case, let's say, uh, okay, Hemant, let me make you clear it. Let's say the 13 is here. Let's say 16 is here. Okay, okay, and I'm again comparing it with its parent. Okay, just why 16 will here? Let's say I'm adding 16 here. 16 will here come here. So again, it will be index 4. So what I'm going to do, 4 minus 1 by 2, it will compare it with the parent 1. Okay, so 16 will, because at this case, yes, parent is greater than 0. Yes, it is 1. 1 is greater than 0. We'll going to compare it. So 16 comes here and 10 comes here. So again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass this parent to uppp5 function. What this uppp5 function will do, this uppp5 function will again create its parent. So at this, in this case, 1 minus 1, it is 0, divided by 0, divided by 2, it will 0. So what we are going to get, the parent is this, the parent of this 16 is this, and the index of that parent is 0. So if I'm writing it here, parent is greater than 0. If parent is greater than 0, right now this 0 is not greater than 0. So this condition fails here. So this is not going to execute, and this will come here. So 16 will remain here and 15 will remain here. In this case, this is or not or max heap. But if I'm writing, if it is greater than or equal to here, so what I'm going to get, 16. So parent is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, parent is equal to 0. Either it is greater than or equal to 0. Right now it is equal to 0. So yes, this condition satisfies. After that, I'm going to compare 16 with the 15. Yes, now 16 is greater than 15. So again, I'm going to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap these values, and 16 comes here and 15 comes here. Again, I'm going to pass the index of 16 with the uppp5 function, and it is going to come, it is going to check its parent again. In that case, we are not going to do anything. Okay, okay, Hemant, I think it is fine now. So let's design our print function. So our print function, what we will do, let's say we'll print a statement printing the data of the heap. Of heap. Okay. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than last, sorry, I is less than or equal to last, because it will be our last node. Cout, cout array of I within space. Okay. Let's first create our heap function. Sorry, our object of heap function. Let's say I'm creating h and I'm passing size of this h is 5. This heap is 5. So I'm going to call my add function. Let's say I'm adding 10 first. H dot add 48 again. H dot add 12. H dot add 16. Let's try to print our heap. Let's see whether we are getting our output correct or not. Okay, I've not used any semicolon here. Okay, 48, 16, 12, and 10. Let's create heap for this value first, because this is stored in array. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an heap for this array value. So 18 is at 0 position, so 18 will be here. Sorry, 48. It is 48. So 16 is at 1 position, 16 will come here. 12 is at index 2. It will be 12 here, 10 here. So I'm seeing, yes, right now it is our max heap because 40 is 8 greater than 16 and 12, 16 is greater than 8. Let's see. Again, I'm trying to add, let's say I'm trying to add 57 here. Okay. So what this cp5 function will do, 57 should come here, 16 should come here. Okay. And if it is 57 here, 57 will be should be swapped with here as well. So what I should be getting? Let me create another heap here. So what I should be getting if I am adding 57 here, 57. So 57 should be at the last, at the root, and 48 should be here. Let's see, 12 should be here, and 10 should be here because we have swapped with the 16. So 16 should be here. So what our output should be? Our output should be 57, 48, 12, 10, and 16. Let's try to add 57 and check whether we are getting our output right or not. Let's try to add h dot add 57. Let's see whether we are getting correct output or not. Let's try to run it. Okay, 57, 57, 48, 12, 10, and 16. It means we are getting the correct output. Is that fine with everyone now? Our up pp5 function is running, and you all, as we all have discussed, that up pp5 function will, what will the time complexity of up pp5 function? It will be log n. Is that fine now, or anybody is having any problem? If you are facing any problem, please do raise your queries in the group chat so that I can try to make you understand. I'm waiting for a responses again. If you want to see the code, let me scroll it down. If it is clear, sir, can you just repeat it in 2 minutes, the add function, just what we are doing? Okay, Smith, no problem. So what add function is doing, add function is just first checking whether our array is full or not. If array is full, so this is full function will return a true. If it is true, it is going to print an statement, yes, it is true. And it is going to, oh sorry, it is going to print a statement as heap is full, and it is going to return from here. But if it is not the true, if this condition not true, so it is going to come to line number 42, and it is printing a statement inserting data. So inserting that data that has been passed to this uh, function signature, and what it is saying, I'm adding the data at the last. Let's see, this is our heap. So So this is index 0, this is index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. So what it is saying, increment last pointer, last is currently pointing to 4. So what it is saying, increment 4, and because we are using pre-increment, so first it is going to increment, so it will increment 5, increment last pointer, it will come, it will be now 5. So what it is going to say, store that data to that pointer, that index. So let's say I'm trying to add 18 here, so 18 will be added here. So now what it is saying, that it is passing 5 to it, because our last is now 5, last is incremented, and it is saying pass 5 to up pp5 function. Okay, let's see what our up pp5 function is doing. Up pp5 function is saying, what it is saying, it is saying that calc, let's say in index 5 comes, okay, because we have passed our last pointed to it, last index to it. So what it is saying, calculates its parent first. 5's parent, 5 minus 1, that is 4 divided by 2, it is 2. So what it is saying, 5's parent is 2, and it is saying if parent is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, now 2 is greater than or equal to 0, and it is saying if parent is less than its index, parent, the value at the parent, because array at the parent, yes, 12 is less than this 18. Yes, it is less than 18. So what it is saying, swap these two values. So I'm going to swap these two values. So 12 will be swapped with 18. Okay. So here it comes 18, and it comes 12 here. And right now in the parent, the index 2 is stored. So what it is saying, call again up pp5 with index 0, index 2. Okay, Smith. Okay, it is clear. That's good. So it is saying call it with parent 2. So for 2, it is going to check what is its parent. Its parent is 2 minus 1 divided by 2, that is 0. It is saying if parent is greater than or equal to 0, yes, it is greater than or equal to 0. And it is saying if array of parent is less than array of index. Array of index is 2, and array of parent is, sorry, yes, it is 57. Yes, 57 is less than 18. No, it is not less than 18. So this condition will not satisfy it, and it comes here, because it's a type of void. It will not do anything. It will return from this rppy function. Okay, is that clear with everyone now, or do still anybody is having any problem? Can't we swap 18 and 16 after checking ai is equal to ai plus 1? Okay, you are saying ai is equal to ai plus 1. Can't we swap? No, we cannot swap AI with AI plus 1, because if you are saying you want to swap it with AI of AI plus 1, you are going to swap 12 with 16, 16 with 10, again it with it, rather using rppy always. So it will cause you it will not, it will cause you big of 1 means time complexity, because you are trying to say that compare AI with AI plus 1. Again, if 16 comes here, let's say some value that is greater than 12 comes here, that is greater than 16 comes here, again you are going to check it with this value. This value will be checked with 18, 18 will be checked with 14, 48, 48 will be checked with the 57. In the worst case, it will be n solution. So here we are trying to do it using min in the log n, and we know that log n is way less than big of n. So Ashish, you are saying, means you are saying that we can do it, means you are trying to create a sorted array. Okay, so if you are doing it for n variable, it will be n into n is square, but here if it is for n values, it will be n into log n. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, if I want to delete something from this heap, so I'm going to design and remove function here. So I'm going to design and remove function. Before in remove function, what we'll check first? We'll first check whether it is empty or not. Let's say I'm going to design an is empty function. If it is empty, sorry, if it is empty, so this function will return true. So I'm going to say if means heap is empty, and I'll be returning from here. Let's quickly design our heap means is empty function first. It will be type of bool is empty. And how I'll get to know that our heap is empty if last is pointing to -1, because in the initial case last is -1. If last is currently -1, so in that case our is empty is true. When it will return true here. Okay. Else it will return false. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do, so in that case, what I'm doing, let's say in this case, I want to delete something. 57, this is our max CPS, and I want to delete something. So 57 right now, this index 0 will have the maximum value. I want to delete 57 because if I want to remove something from our heap, the maximum value will be deleted because it's the max heap. So right now I want to delete 57. So first 57 will be replaced with the last value. Last is now pointing to 12. So what I'm going to say, print and statement first, deleting the value at index 0. Okay. What you need to do, what I'm saying, just swap array of 0 with array of last. Okay. This will 57 will be swapped with the 12. Now 12 comes here and 57 comes here. So what I'm going to say, decrement last by 1. So if I'm decremented by last, so now last is pointing to now instead of index 5, it is pointing to index 4. Okay. Is that fine with everyone? So again, what I'm going to do, if I've decremented my last pointer, so I'm going to design a function. Let's say I'm calling it down heap5, down heap, let's say heap5, and I'm passing my parent index to it. The parent index will be 0. Okay. Is that fine now? Let's quickly design our down heap5 function. Now our down heap5 function will do, let's say 12 comes here, it is going to compare with its both child. If its child exists, it is going to compare it whether which one is the maximum value. If both are lesser than means if both child is less than its parent, so it is not going to do anything. If it is if any child is greater than its parent, it is going to swap it with that value. Okay. So void down heap5, let's say down heap5, and what I'm going to do here, let's say I'm writing k here, that index will be k. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do here, I'm going to, I'm taking that the k, that index k, that in this case index parent, it is the largest. I'm saying that it is the largest value in the starting, it is the largest value. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate first my left and index of my left child and right side. So index of my left child will be k star 2, because k multiplied by 2 plus 1, and in right child, index of right child, k star 2 plus 2. Okay. So in this case, what we got? We got the index of our left child as well as the right side. So I'm going to check if the value at left child, if it is greater than, if the value at of the left child is greater than the value that is the largest in the starting case, it is the parent value. If it is greater than the parent, what you need to do? Swap. Sorry, in the largest index, what you need to do? Just store the value of left. Let's say to store the value index of left. Okay. As well as again check if array of right means if the value of right child, if it is greater than the array of largest. Let's say left was greater than parent, it was fine. If left is greater than parent, it is fine. So in the largest, the index of left will come. Let's say 12 comes here. So 12 is greater than 48. No, 12 is not greater than 48. So in the index, in index I, sorry, in index largest, the value 1 will be stored. Okay. And again, what I'm checking, if the right child is greater than the value at that index, if it is greater than 18 is greater than 48, because the in the largest the index 1 is stored. So I'm saying if array of right is greater than array of largest, update the largest again with right. So what we'll get from this, we'll get the index. Let's do one thing. First we'll compare array left and array right, then we'll compare the result with the, okay, you can, yes, you can do that as well. Means what we are doing, we are just checking means within its parent and both of its child, which one is the maximum value, and we are trying to get its index. So after, you can do that as well, what Danny is saying, and you can do this as well. So in the largest, now what will have, I'll have the index of the maximum value. Let's say in this case, if 12 is here, 48 is here, and 18 is here. So in the largest, what I'll get, the value 1, the index 1. And as well as before doing that, okay, I'll do that in the later. So again, I'm going to check if largest is not equal to that k. It means if it is equal to that k, means if the largest value is equal to that k, let's say 57 was there and 48 was there and 18 was there, and in the largest and the k is right now pointing to 57, and I'm saying in this, in all these three, I'll get the maximum value index is 0, and if it is the root node itself, you don't need to do anything. If it is not the root node, you just need to swap it with that value. Let's say if it is 12 here, so 12 swap 12 with the 48. So I'm going to say swap array of k with array of largest, because in the largest we are having the maximum value. And what I'm going to say, call down heapify function again with the value largest, because if 12 is here, and let's say what I'm going to do, okay, so let's say 12 is here, so 12 will be replaced with the 48, and sorry, 12 will be swap with 48. So 48 now comes here and 12 comes here. Okay, 48 comes here and 12 comes here. So again I'm going to check 12 with its parent. The index of 12 is largest, which in the largest the index of 12 is same. So I'm going to call again down heapify function with the value largest. Is that, in that case, what I'm doing, let's say I'm creating my heap again. Let's say it is 48 now, is 16, is 12, sorry, is 12. Let's say here it is 17, because let's say 48, 16 is 48 was here and 16 was here, and I have swapped these two values and 16 comes here. So again, this value needs to be compared with its side. That's why I'm calling my down heapify function with this index, the value of largest index. Okay, so what I'm going to do, as well as, because I'm calling it recursively, let's say this is index 0, this is index 1, index 2, index 3. At this case, let's say 17 will come here and 16 will come here. And again, what I'll do, I'll call my down hippify function. But for 3, I'll calculate my child, left child 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7, and 6 plus 2, 8. So 6 and 8, but 6 and 8 is not there. So what I need to check for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say that if left is greater than, so left should be less than or equal to my last. Please do not draw anything on the board. Okay, let me remove the permission. Okay, so what I was doing, where I was. Okay, so if left should be less than or equal to last. Okay, if it is greater than last, it should not run. Means this loop should not satisfy. And right should also be, because please unmute yourself. Whosoever is there. Okay, let me. Okay, so what I'm doing here, array should be right should be less than or equal to at last. Okay, is that fine now? Let's check our, let's see whether our remove function is working fine or not. Let's see. Here I'm calling my h dot remove. Let's see that, because 57 is the largest value, 57 should be removed and we should be getting a max heap as well. So 48, 16, 12 and 10. So we are getting 48, 16, 12 and 10. It means we are getting right. Let's increase the means size of our max heap. Let's add some more value to it. Let's add 85 as well. H dot add 96 as well. H dot add 5 as well. H dot add 26. H dot add let's say 9. Okay, how many data we have added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we are trying to add 10 data, but the size of our heap is 8. So what we should be getting after adding 4 data, after adding 8 data, it is saying heap is full, heap is full. And because in this 8 data, the 96 is the maximum value, so it is deleting 96 and it is returning a heap that is a max heap. Because if we try to draw this heap, let's draw this heap. Let's see whether this is our max heap or not. So here it is 85. Here it is 85. 48. 57. 10. 16. 12 and 5. Is it a max heap? Yes, it is a max heap, because as we see, every parent node is greater than both of its child. Okay, is it fine or not? The down hippify function and the complexity, why the complexity of down hippify function is log n. Or do anybody is having any problem? Please respond on the group chat. Once show down hippify, and is asking once show down hippify. Sir, we always remove maximum element from the max heap. Yes, we always remove the maximum element from the max heap, and we remove the minimum element from the min heap. Okay, let's quickly do the min heap as well. Okay, was saying down hippify. Let me show the down hippify function. Where is my down hippify? Okay, here down heapify. Here it is. Okay, let me remove size. Here our down heapify function is. Okay, then I'll share the code as well. Do not worry about the code. Let's first check whether you are means comfortable with it or not. Do you're having problem any problem on it? Do anybody is having any problem? Means you can ask if you are having any problem. If it is okay, so if you are saying yes, so that I'll quickly do the min heap as well. Or is it fine for today? Means you have to do min heap. So min heap is a very if you clear with the max heap. So what I'm going to do, let's quickly see the min heap. What a min heap? We have already seen the min heap. It is one. Let's say it is one here, two here, three here. And if I want to add something, let's say I want to add, let's say six is here also. Six will be fine here. Let's say one more, one or two more data is there. Five is there. Let's say nine is there, and eight is there. Let's say I'm trying to add seven here. Sorry, no. Let's say I'm trying to add four here. Sir, we'll do min. You just explain the logic. Okay. The logic is the same. You don't need to do anything. Let's say I'm trying to add four in this min heap because this is our min heap right now. Let's see. Do not see this node. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 9, 8. Yes, 2 is less than 6 and 5. 3 is less than 9 and 8. 1 is less than 2 and 3. So let's say I want to add 4. So for adding 4, I'll add at the last. So instead of now checking whether our parent is lesser than, now I'm going to check whether our parent is greater than. As if it is greater than 4, so I'm going to swap it. I'm going to draw 6 here and 4 here. Okay, again I'm going to check 4 with its parent. Now whether 4 is greater than its parent or not, whether 4 is less than its parent or not. Yes, now this is not no, the parent is lesser than this value, so I'm not going to do anything. So you don't need to do anything. You just need to check in an opposite form. Okay, so in that case we are checking if parent is less than the child load, then we were swapping. But in this case, if the parent is greater than the child load, in that case we are swapping. So let's quickly see that. Let's quickly update our function. Let's just check for min heap in our add. Where is our add? Okay, let's go to our add. So inserting data up pp5 function, we need to update up pp5. What up pp5 is doing, instead of checking if parent is less than, check if parent is greater than. Let's see. Everything is fine, I think so. We'll get the min heap. We have not updated or remove function. Let's make it okay. So we have added 8 node, and for 2 node it is saying it is full. So right now we are getting a min heap. Let's see how this min heap is working. Let's quickly draw this min heap. Let's check whether it is a min heap or not. So it will be 5 here, 10, 12, 16, 57, 85, 96. Okay, 96 and 48. Is that a min heap? Let's check 5 is less than 10 and 12, yes. 10 is less than 16 and 57, yes. 12 is less than 85 and 96, yes. 16 is less than 48. Yes, we are getting a mint team. So what we have did, we just change that means or greater than sign to less than. Okay, is that fine now? You just need to do the same for the remove function as well. I think you will do that. You can do that for remove function as well. If in this case I want to delete something, the 5 should be deleted. So I'm going to replace 5 with 48, and again I'm going to call our down ep5 function. And for down ep5 function, I'm going to I'm going to come down down and down. I'm checking. I'm going to check whether which of this child is less is having the less value. Okay, I think you can do that. Try to do that. If you're facing any problem, please raise your queries in the group, or you can directly message to me.